Hello, KASM listeners. I'm Stephanie Hatzenbihler with the Stearns Conservation District, bringing you your weekly conservation report for Saturday, March 7th. If you've spent any time with our team lately, you've probably heard us mention watershed plans. But what are they, and why do they matter to you? It actually started back in 1987 when the Minnesota legislature passed the Local Water Management Act. The goal was simple: get local governments and state agencies working together to protect our water and land. Here in Stearns County, we adopted our first official plan in 1991. Things really took off in 2008 when Minnesota voters approved the Clean Water Land and Legacy Amendment. That's the 0.3% sales tax that funds clean water projects across the state. With that funding, we realized that our water doesn't care about county lines. It follows the landscape. Today, we use the One Watershed, One Plan program to manage the 5 major watersheds that cross through Stearns County: the Sauk River, the North Fork Crow River, the Mississippi River Sartell, Mississippi River St. Cloud, and the Chippewa River. These 10-year plans aren't just paperwork. They set our goals for protecting your local resources and keeping our water clean for the next generation. Because what happens on a farm in one part of the county or backyard in another part always impacts the water downstream. Speaking of watersheds, one of the best tools we have for water quality is actually standing right in your yard: trees. Our annual tree sale is happening right now, and we focus specifically on native species as much as possible. Why does native matter? Native trees have evolved over thousands of years to handle Minnesota's extreme winters and summers. But more importantly, for your watershed, they have deep, tough root systems. These roots act like a sponge, soaking up to 100 gallons of water per day, which prevents runoff from carrying pollutants into our lakes and stream. Plus, they provide the exact food and shelter our local birds and pollinators need to survive. While we're talking about plants, March is actually a great time to scout your woodlots for invasive species. Before the leaves pop, keep an eye out for common buckthorn. It's often the first thing to turn green in the spring. Getting a handle on those now prevents them from choking out those beneficial native trees we just talked about. We also want to highlight some of the great work happening right here in the county. Recently, a local landowner in the Bonanza Valley area worked with us to install new variable rate irrigation technology. This advanced system uses a control panel to ensure it's only applied exactly where the crops need it, preventing overwatering. It's a win for the farmer's bottom line and a huge win for our groundwater levels. We have several ways for you to get involved this month. The Annual Irrigation Clinic is in Glenwood at the Lakeside Ballroom on Tuesday, March 24th. It's free, but please register by March 13th at popeswcd.org. That's popeswcd.org, or call 320-634-5327. There's also a Quarry Park Open House this Wednesday, March 11th, with the Stearns County Parks Department. The open house is from 5:30 to 7 at the Service Center in Waite Park. They want your input on the future of Quarry Park and Nature Preserve. And our Pheasants Forever Banquet for the Stearns County chapter is scheduled for Saturday, March 28th in Freeport. To get your tickets, email Mike at stearnspf@gmail.com. That's stearnspf@gmail.com. And don't forget, our annual tree sale is still accepting orders at stearnscd.org. Some species are selling out fast, so visit the website today to secure your bundles. You'll get a postcard and an email later this spring when it's time for pickup. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Stephanie Hatzenbihler with the Stearns Conservation District, and that was your weekly conservation report for Saturday, March 7th.